think about this. An opera from 1772 by one of the most famous composers is receiving its Chicago premiere in 2015. Better come and see that.
Well, Lucio Silla is a true-to-life dictator of Rome. He basically is in love with Junia, who is the unattainable, and with that comes quite the struggle between the two of us.
I'm Cecilio. My wife is Junia, who has been taken by Lucio Silla.
I'm playing the role of Celia, which is Lucio Silla's sister. They have a very close relationship, but my desire is to be with Cinna. And Cinna is played by another soprano, and Cecilio is also played by another soprano.
Lots of soprano sounds, but only half of them are actually playing females.
Right.
Well, for me, the biggest challenge is definitely learning how to play a man for the first time and learning physicality. I stalk men in the downtown Chicago area as I walk to rehearsal and watch how they walk and how they adjust their collars and sleeves, and it's a learning process as I go. You know, it is kind of rare though to have a show with so many sopranos, because usually I mean, it's a max of 2 on any show, so it's a real treat to have 4 very distinct, very beautiful, very different voices.
For all the soprano roles that are in the cast, that you do have a variant of vocal challenges.
I have 4 arias and they're all very different. The first one is very fast coloratura, and then the next one is very declamatory, and then the last 2 are much more sweet. And so it's a great mix and a great opportunity to do different things.
I would consider that the coloratura is like prodigy-esque type of coloratura, particularly for that time period and even for contemporary singers, that he really pushes the boundaries of how the body can support itself within the phrases.
This is the sort of piece that, when originally done, was sung by the best voices of the time, and these coloratura passages were made just for them, or just so that they could show off. It's the fireworks.
Yeah, so it's vocal gymnastics.
Yeah.
Well, the 16-year-old Mozart, it was his 8th opera, quite amazing.
He was 16, and I feel like all the hormones in his body were channeled into this opera.
You know, listening to the music, it is early Mozart, but you hear everything that we know from Mozart later.
You can see the evolution that he's going to go through as a composer.
I think he really establishes too the contrary of lyric singing and coloratura. You know, you can see just at 16 he's already exploring kind of the edges of the voice.
And in his work, you do definitely peel the onion. It's so perfect and beautiful, it fits together, and then if you look deeper into it, it's just as beautiful, and it just keeps unfolding in this wonderful pattern. That's why he's a genius. I think Lucio Silla is topical. I think it's political. I think especially going into power struggles that we're seeing now in the upcoming presidential races, I think you can easily see how power can corrupt.
This opera exudes passion, vulnerability in terms of our own human existence and our own human nature.
You know, there's the love, there's the hate, there's the envy, there's the power struggle. All the characters have parts that we have experienced somewhere in our lives, and I think that's why we can also relate to their journey. I think when the audience leaves this production, they will have discovered a great opera they probably have not known about by one of our greatest composers. I think they will have discovered a story that is touching, that is moving, that is scary, powerful, and inspiring in many different ways.
Come and see Lucio.
Yeah, come and see Lucio Silla.
Come and see Lucio Silla.